Hi everyone, I hope you're all really well. Today I'm going to be doing another monthly makeup routine. This is for July and I'm going to do the look that I was wearing in, I think it was a haul video. It's not exactly the same, but it's the eyes that are the main focus and a lot of you guys requested a tutorial. It's for the peachy, glittery eyes that were inspired by Tati from Glam Life Guru. Is that her YouTube name? I'm going to link her YouTube down below. She is great. But she talked about these eye products and I fell in love. I hunted them down and I'm so happy I got them because it's really different to anything that I've worn before, but I've kept the skin and lips very similar to my usual look. So I just thought I'd show you how I do this look and I really hope you guys like it. I've been obsessed with like bronzy skin, especially since I got back from my quick trip to France. I got a little bit of a tan. I try not to sit in the sun too much, but then I've just been like adding onto that with fake tan at home and with makeup. So the first step in this routine is the Clarins Liquid Bronze Self Tanning, and this is for the face. Yeah, it's for the face and décolleté. I thought it was décolletage. I don't know what this area is called, but like collarbone area. I just use it on my face and it says to put it on top of your day cream in the morning. So I just use some cotton wool. Sometimes I do it in the evening and it just takes the edge off. If you have quite pale light skin, which is also gorgeous, you can obviously just leave it like that. But in the summer I like to be a little bit more tanned, so I just put this on with cotton wool and it makes all the difference. And then I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water and I'm just going to spray that onto my face. Now, it's very wet. I don't know how I feel about this yet. I don't really think it does anything, but I have quite a few of these different makeup sprays and although it doesn't do that much, I like to have slightly damp skin before I do my makeup. I've got dry skin, so all the makeup looks that I tend to do are very dewy and shiny and hydrating because I love that look. That's basically what I'm trying to achieve in the summer. I'm then going to go on to do my skin and I'm going to use the Estee Lauder CC cream mixed in with Nars Sheer Glow. I've been using this every day for about 2 months now. The Estee Lauder CC cream is great because it really bronzes up the skin. Like for my shade skin, it's slightly darker. So I like to mix in with a bit of foundation, which has some good coverage. And the Sheer Glow is particularly glowy and they work really well together. So I'm going to put like a pea-size amount on the back of my hand and then take a pea-size amount of Nars Sheer Glow. And then using my finger and kind of mixing them together, I'm just going to apply it onto my skin and then blend it in using my Bobbi Brown full coverage face brush. The CC cream just completely changes the texture of the foundation and I absolutely love it. Okay, now sadly I finished my Charlotte Tilbury Retoucher Concealer. It's one of those wind up ones, so the other day when I was using it, it just finished and I'm a bit distraught. I really need to get another one. So I haven't really got any sort of concealer that I'm loving at the moment. I'm going to use a mix of two. The Clarins Instant Concealer, because it's a little bit lighter under my eyes, and then the Urban Decay Naked Skin in Light Neutral, which I love, but can't find the right shade for me. It's very frustrating. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit of the Clarins because it's very liquidy and just tap that under my eyes. Because it's so wet, I like to apply it and then wait a few seconds for it to kind of dry out, and then I find it easier to blend in. So I'm just going to wait a few seconds. And then I'm going to use my Real Techniques setting brush and just very lightly pat it in. And I think this gives the best coverage. Take whatever's left on the brush onto my lids because I have quite dark eyelids. And then using the Urban Decay Concealer, I'm just going to put a little bit on my chin, a little bit around my nose, a little bit on my nose, and then a tiny little bit more just under this part of my eye. I've got a few spots, but I'm just going to leave them. I feel like in the summer I don't want to kind of pile on the concealer too much. Okay, I'm going to do my brows now. I normally do bronzer first because I use a big brush, but today I'm not using a powder bronzer, so I can do my brows now. And I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz as usual, but I got a new shade. This is medium brown. Before I was using soft brown, and I think this shade is much better suited. I think it's slightly less warm. I'm just gonna set them in place with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, the only one that doesn't make my eyebrows white and crispy. Okay, I feel like that's all the boring stuff out the way, so now I can get onto the fun stuff. And I already spoke about this product in my new beauty launches video, which I will link below if you haven't seen it. I basically talk through lots of new beauty launches and what I think of them. As I said, I am obsessed with this product at the moment. It is from YSL. It's the La Saharienne Sun-Kissed Blur Perfector. I really didn't like the primer version of this. I didn't really get the point. But this is like a cream bronzer and it's amazing. So I will show you how I apply it. This is what is giving me a sun-kissed proper... I feel like when you use powder bronzer in the summer, it just looks so matte and powdery and false, and it looks like you're wearing loads of makeup. But this just really blends into your skin and looks like such a natural tan if you apply it right. The idea is that you apply it where you would normally get a tan, and you don't get a tan in the contours of your cheeks. You don't get a tan, you know, under your eyes, on your chin. You get it on the high points of your face because that's where the sun hits. So along the top of your cheekbones. So I'm just using my Real Techniques contour brush. And very lightly, so I don't disrupt all the foundation and stuff. I'm just running it along the tops of my cheekbones. And this one is slightly reddy. It's like a red tone bronze, so it really looks like a natural tan. I absolutely love this and definitely taking it to LA with me. Taking it along the top of my forehead, along my hairline. It's just the formula is so smooth and soft and lovely. It's so nice to apply and it really just blends into your skin, so it doesn't look like you're wearing makeup. It looks so natural. I hope that's being picked up on camera because it's so gorgeous. I love it. Oh, I'm obsessed with this product. And I'm going to do blusher at the end because I'm doing like a peachy eye. I want to wait and see what sort of colour I need on my cheeks because it's probably not that much. But I'm going to use a little bit of powder now. I know I said I don't like to use powder, but the Hourglass Ambient Lighting powders are very reflective and glowy and very pretty. I try not to wear these too much during the day, but I feel like this is more of a summer evening look because of the glitter on the eye. So I'm just going to take the one on the far right of the palette, which is slightly bronzy. Actually, I might mix it with the one in the middle as well and just take that on the tops of my cheekbones. I kind of end up taking it all over. Okay, so now for the eyes, and the first thing I'm going to do is take a light brown matte eyeshadow, and you can get this in most palettes. The Naked one has a really good, I think it's the lighter of the two browns, that one's really good for this. I'm going to use my Viseart palette because this is all mattes, so I know there will be a shade in here that will be perfect. I'm taking quite a long brush for this because I feel like when you do the crease, it's nice to have a bit of movement. If it's too short and kind of tough, then you'll apply too much product. So pick a brush which is quite like long and bendy. And I'm gonna take this light brown shade, I'm not showing you very well, here. And I'm gonna take it off on the back of my hand because it's always better to apply less and add to it. And then the crease of your eye is, well, where it creases and where the bone goes in. So I'm just gonna apply it along there. I'm gonna add to this later, so I'm just using it as a kind of guideline. Very lightly, and then I'm going to apply this kind of, it's almost skin tone colour. It's slightly pale peach, but it's just more of like a all over the lid colour really. I'm going to apply that all over. Okay, now I've done that, I'm going to go back to the crease shade and just add to that a little bit more. Quality of these eyeshadows are amazing. The palette is really expensive, but if you use matte eyeshadows a lot, then I do think it's worth it, especially if you like warm tones. I'm now going to do the underneath of the eye using the same light matte brown shade. I'm not going to apply too much because I want to keep this look quite light. Okay, so that's kind of like the guideline of the eye, and now is the fun bit. I'm going to use two products which I absolutely love. The first one is from Urban Decay, and this is their eyeshadow called Free Love. And it's a bright golden peach. I think that's how I would describe it. It's like a peach with golden shimmers running through it. It's quite orange though, like orangey peach. So I don't want to apply it all over the lid, more just kind of to the center. And then on top of that, I'm going to press on a bit of the Nars Christopher Kane Outer Limits eyeshadow, which is just the most beautiful glitter. It's like peach with pink glitter. It's so on me. I can't believe that I like it, but I really do. I'm going to very lightly pat the brush because Urban Decay eyeshadows are so pigmented. This is such a pretty shade because, well, anything with gold shimmer in it, I love. It really catches the light. A bit like by Terry Misty Rock. It kind of catches the light and makes your eyelids look a little bit wet. And now I'm going to take the glitter and I'm just going to use my middle finger. The reason I'm using my finger is because this shadow does have quite a lot of fall down. It's quite nice to have a bit of glitter on your cheekbones, but I feel like if you use a brush, it will go everywhere. So I'm just pressing my finger in. I like to put just a little bit. When I did my sister's makeup, she was like, put on more glitter. She loves it. I like just a little bit so you can just see. I'm putting it mainly in the middle of the lid, in the center of the lid. It is so pretty. So that's with the glitter applied. When I was wearing this makeup last time, I had black liquid eyeliner, which I think looks absolutely gorgeous, especially for a night out. But I'm gonna film some more videos after this, and I want it to be a bit more of a summery look. So I'm gonna leave it with no eyeliner, and instead I'm just gonna put on a lot of mascara. I'm gonna use my eyelash curlers first. These ones are from Shimmer. And then I'm back to my favourite ever mascara. I ran out, but I got another one. It's the Clinique High Impact Extreme Volume Mascara. When I want my mascara to be waterproof though, like when I was in France, I would apply this and then apply a waterproof one on top while it's still wet, and that kind of locked it all in place. I'm just gonna layer this on really. I find when you do really long strokes, that works the best for my lashes. I mean, look at that. That is an amazing mascara. And I'm also going to apply a little bit of the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. I feel like this really opens up your eyes. Okay, now I'm going to add a tiny bit of blusher. I don't think I need much because I like that kind of glowy skin with a bit of bronze on it. I'm just going to add a tiny bit. Just for a little bit of colour. Oh, this is, by the way, the Tarte Achiote. Oh, I never know how to pronounce this one. Achiote. Okay, to finish off the look, I'm not going to put on anything like crazy on the lips. I want to keep it quite neutral and pretty. I think it's all going on in the eyes. So I'm going to use my By Terry Balm de Rose. I actually went and picked up shade 1 after Victoria showed me that she uses it all the time and really likes it as like a pink lip gloss. And I really like it. As you can see, I've used quite a lot already. It's just a really pretty pink. And there you go. Okay, so that's the finished makeup look. I really hope you like it. It's just a pretty, kind of different, peachy, glittery summer look. I really like it, and I'm excited now to film a couple of videos wearing this makeup. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.